Your mother was how old when she passed away?
80. She was 80, and that was more than the life expectancy because she was 7th month premature. And she smoked for 50 years, age 21 to age 71. You remember when she stopped, cold turkey, put the last carton up above the washing machine, and that was it.
But she cooked chocolates and we played dominoes from the time she woke up in the morning until we went to bed for 3 weeks until June. And I says, I'm tired. I don't think I want to play today. She made every kind of chocolate fudge, every kind of chocolate, everything chocolate. She really had a chocolate going. But she, you know, we all had it with all the prayer group and everybody around.
That saved her life. It gave her 9 more years of life. 5 years with Chuck Small, you know.
And she was able to go to you over in Italy.
She was able to go to Italy. That the last, you know, with her last energy that she could, you know, with her mobility was compromised, but yet she made it.
But you know what, my heart went out when those last steps going up the
catacombs.
Yeah.
I was next to her. What did I say? You remember I said, Mother, I will carry you. You can't climb these steps. No, I'm going to climb. I'm going to do this. Willpower. That's her middle name, you know. Isn't May? It's Clara Willpower. A.G. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Well, you answered me.
But she was deeply grateful for that opportunity to, you know, see some of the places that I had been living those years, and just to travel abroad. You know, she'd never been to Europe, and she got a good sample, you know.
Even going to Denmark.
Denmark. You had 24 hours in Denmark, which was a surprise present from the airline. Yeah.
But we had she was so happy.
Yes.
That just made the trip pleasant. It really is. And
I still have that photograph, impossible photograph, at noon during on a brilliant spring day at the Trevi Fountain, you know, the famous fountain with the big sculptures and all of that. You and your Aunt Boots sitting together on the edge, completely alone. Just for an instant, one group moved off this way, one group moved off the other way, and I clicked the little Polaroid that I was carrying around, and there you are, by yourself, on a spring afternoon at the Trevi Fountain. I mean, this doesn't happen. You know?
Yeah, so you know, that trip. She was so happy.
Yes.
She was so happy that she was. Oh, I tell you, I just within her, her being. Do you know what I'm talking about?
I know, and I'm coming to appreciate it more and more. You know about her nickname. You know why she took the nickname Boots?
It's a comic strip.
Comic strip. What's the comic strip about?
I don't know.
This young woman from humble origins who makes it to college and either becomes a professor or marries the professor or whatever. Anyway, it's Boots and her buddies. And so Boots was the protagonist of a girl who made it through college. And Boots never did. But she had the will to, you know. But the circumstances, what do you do during the Depression, you know? Your mom got a teaching certificate, and that was, you know, that gave her a start in life and something that she could use her intelligence on. And my mom, she was a genius, but she didn't have, you know, the degree. She had a few college credits from OBU, Oklahoma Baptist University. That's where our grandma, Bonnie, Minna Myrtle, got her teaching certificate, and your mother, Billy, Vera, started to get hers, or got hers in 1 year. Anyway, they were there for a year, all three of these ladies. And so Bonnie was, you know, finished her 2-year program, whatever it is, for teaching, and your mother got credentials for teaching, and Boots finished high school and got college credits. And I remember that she got those credits when she went to San Bernardino, and then started from there. She took courses, she took exams, she went to the IBM school,
And she
studied
lived
those
with
computing.
me. She'd come and stay with me
And
at
she was attending-
Oak Crest.
Yeah,
And she'd take the bus down to Wilshire Boulevard to go to school there.
yeah,
And she, the willpower that lady had.
yeah. She was-
Determination.
Oh, absolutely. So by the time she moved to Honolulu, her teaching experience and all of these various educational, improvements that she had made in her life, it was recognized as equivalent of a master's degree.
Well, didn't she
She
take that
administered the school.
test with the,
Certified professional secretary.
yeah.
Yeah. That was not continued, I don't think they do it anymore, but it was an important certification for women who had not been able to get, a Master of Business Administration in college. So it was an equivalent degree.
What was the group that she belonged to?
Mensa.
Mensa.
Yeah.
That was her. She was so proud of that.
She was so proud of it because to get in, you take an IQ test, and guess what her IQ was? 159.
That's not high.
That is very high.
When Daleen took and Linda took.
But you see, this runs in the family, my
With
dear.
Judy.
Yeah, right. These are they're all smart cookies. They're so smart. Well, anyway, I was very pleased that my mother had 2 points higher than I did.
What?
157. So, but of course you take the same test a month later and you get a different grade on it. So, the IQ tests are not guaranteed. They don't tell you everything about a person. But, a person with something over 150 is going to be successul in can do college and graduate school and go right ahead to.
Well, Linda, Judy, Daleen couldn't believe Judy's.
Yeah.
When they were in the 8th grade.
Yeah.
And then 6th grade when in summer school they did Judy's.
Uh-huh.
It was over my head what they were talking about.
Yeah.
But like you're up in that where Judy is,
Mm-hmm.
and then both of her kids. I don't know. I don't know about Evan, but is he still working for his dad?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. He is. Uh-huh.
It's a job.
It's a job, right? That's a rare thing in these days, as it was in the 1930s. You get a job then.
Mm-hmm.
But your mom did all right, didn't she? When she moved to Los Angeles, and then a year later her sister followed, and so forth. They both went to get a job at the bag factory, $12 a week.
Yeah, that's when they
When
were
they met.
living out there with Lucille and Red,
Yeah.
and they were putting that house together. My dad bought a burned out house
Yeah.
and reconstructed and rebuilt it. My dad,
This is
Harry.
Harry. Okay. And so.
Red, a couple houses down, Lucille and Red.
Uh-huh.
And Red was in the Navy with my dad.
Yeah.
So that's corresponding together. And
And how this friendship was built.